Have you ever looked up at the night sky in the middle of summer and seen a huge, bright moon staring back at you? It's a pretty amazing sight. Every month we get to see a full moon, which is when the sun completely lights up the side of the moon that faces us here on Earth. This makes it look like a giant, glowing circle in the sky. It's a special event that has fascinated people for thousands of years, inspiring stories, songs, and scientific curiosity. Each full moon has its own special name, often linked to the seasons and what is happening in nature during that time of year. These names help us connect with the world around us. The full moon that happens in July is particularly special. It rises during the warm, long days of summer when the world is buzzing with life. Think about it. Crickets are chirping, fireflies are blinking, and the air is filled with the sweet smell of blooming flowers. This moon hangs in the sky like a giant lantern, illuminating our summer nights. It's the perfect backdrop for a late-night swim, a campfire with friends, or just sitting on your porch and wondering about the universe. The July full moon isn't just a beautiful object. It's a reminder of the rhythm of our planet and the incredible cycles of nature happening all around us. This glowing orb has been given many names by different cultures throughout history, but one of the most popular names is the buck moon. Why the buck moon? The answer is a wonderful story that connects us directly to the animal kingdom and the vibrant life of the summer season. It's a name that tells a story about growth, strength, and the wilderness. When you learn the story behind the name, looking at the July full moon becomes an even more magical experience. You start to see it not just as a rock in space, but as a timekeeper for the natural world, unfolding right in our own backyards. So, let's get ready to go on an adventure to learn all about this incredible celestial event. We're going to explore why it's called the buck moon, discover some super cool and surprising facts about it, and even learn how you can have the best view when it appears in the sky. Whether you're a kid who loves animals or a grown-up who is curious about space, there's something for everyone to learn about July's amazing full moon. It's a fantastic way to feel more connected to science, nature, and the big, beautiful universe we all share. So, what exactly is the buck moon? It's simply the name for the full moon that occurs in the month of July. This year, in 2025, you can look for it lighting up the night sky right around today's date. The name itself comes from a long time ago, from Native American traditions, specifically the Algonquin tribes who lived in what is now the northeastern United States. They didn't use a calendar like the one we hang on our walls. Instead, they tracked the seasons by giving a special name to each full moon. These names help them keep track of time and know when to hunt, plant, or harvest. The name buck moon is directly connected to a magnificent animal, the male deer, which is called a buck. July is a very important time of year for bucks. This is the month when their antlers, which they shed earlier in the year, are in a full state of regrowth. Their new antlers are covered in a soft, fuzzy layer of skin called velvet, which is full of blood vessels and nerves that help the antlers grow big and strong. By the end of the month, their racks are becoming truly impressive, a symbol of their health and power. Observing this majestic process year after year, the Algonquin people named the July moon in its honor. This connection to the deer is a beautiful example of how closely people used to live with nature. They paid attention to the smallest details of the world around them, from the blooming of a flower to the growth of a buck's antlers. Naming the moon after this event was a way of celebrating the cycle of life and the renewal of nature. It's a powerful reminder that we are part of a much larger ecosystem. When you see the buck moon, you can imagine the deer in the forest, their antlers growing larger and stronger under the same moonlight that you are watching. But the buck moon isn't just about deer. This time of year is a peak of activity for all sorts of wildlife. Birds are busy feeding their young, bees are buzzing from flower to flower, and many animals are enjoying the abundance of food that summer provides. The buck moon shines down on this bustling, energetic world. It's a symbol of summer in its fullest, most vibrant stage. The name helps us to pause and appreciate the incredible burst of life that happens during these warm months, a spectacle that nature puts on for us every single year. Did you know that the buck moon has other names too? While buck moon is very popular, different cultures around the world have their own special names for July's full moon that reflect their own local nature and traditions. In Europe, it was sometimes called the hay moon because July is when farmers would cut and cure hay to store for their animals during the winter. This name connects the moon to the important work of the harvest and preparing for the colder months ahead. It shows how the moon was a guide for agricultural life, just as it was a guide for hunters. Another cool name for the July full moon is the thunder moon. This name comes from the fact that July is often a month with lots of thunderstorms, especially in the northern hemisphere. You can just imagine people hundreds of years ago watching a big bright full moon get covered by dark flashing storm clouds. It's a very dramatic and powerful image. This name captures the wild and sometimes unpredictable energy of summer weather. So if you see the buck moon and hear a rumble of thunder in the distance, you can think of this ancient name and its connection to the forces of nature. Here's a really surprising fact for you. The buck moon, like other summer full moons, often looks bigger and more colorful than full moons in the winter. This isn't because the moon is actually closer to us, it's because of an awesome effect called the moon illusion when it's near the horizon and its position in the sky. During summer in the northern hemisphere, the full moon follows a lower arc across the sky. This means we see it through more of Earth's atmosphere, which can scatter the blue light and make the moon appear reddish or orange, especially when it is rising or setting. It's a beautiful trick of the light. In other parts of the world, the July moon is celebrated in unique ways. In some Buddhist traditions, like in Thailand, the full moon of the 8th lunar month, which often falls in July, marks a Salha Puja or Dharma Day. This is a holiday that celebrates the Buddha's first sermon. People visit temples, listen to teachings, and make offerings. It's a time for reflection and spiritual renewal. This shows how the full moon is not just a scientific or natural event, but also holds deep cultural and spiritual meaning for billions of people around the globe, connecting them through its shared light. Observing the buck moon is honestly one of the easiest and most wonderful science activities you can do, and you don't need any fancy equipment to get started. The best way to enjoy it is to simply go outside on the night of the full moon, or on the nights just before and after. Try to find a spot with a clear view of the horizon, away from the bright lights of the city if you can. A park, a field, or even your own backyard can be a perfect place. Less light pollution means the moon and the stars will appear much brighter and, well, more spectacular. To make your moon-gazing experience even more special, try to watch the moonrise. This is when the moon first peaks over the horizon, and it's often the most dramatic moment. Because of the moon illusion we talked about, it can look enormous and have a stunning orange or reddish color. You can check online or use a weather app to find out the exact time of moonrise in your location. Bring a blanket to sit on, maybe some snacks, and just lie back and watch the show. It's a peaceful and awe-inspiring experience to share with family and friends. If you want to get a closer look, a simple pair of binoculars or a small telescope can reveal amazing details. You'll be able to see the dark patches on the moon's surface, which are called Maria. These are not seas of water, but vast, ancient plains of volcanic rock. You can also see some of the larger craters, which are scars left behind from asteroids and comets that crashed into the moon billions of years ago. Pointing binoculars at the moon is like taking a trip through space and time without ever leaving your backyard. It's a great way to start exploring the science of our solar system. To make it a truly fun experiment, you can keep a moon journal. Each night for a week, you can draw a picture of what the moon looks like and write down what you observe. Note its shape, its color, and its position in the sky. Is it a crescent, a half moon, or a full circle? This is a fantastic, hands-on way to understand the phases of the moon. Watching it change from a sliver to a full, bright buck moon and then back again helps you see the beautiful, predictable dance between the Earth, moon, and sun in real time. So as we've discovered, the buck moon is so much more than just a pretty light in the sky. It's a storybook, a calendar, and a scientific wonder all rolled into one. Its name connects us to the amazing world of animals and the rhythm of the seasons, reminding us of a time when people lived in close harmony with nature. The story of the growing antlers of the buck is a powerful symbol of life, strength, and the vibrant energy of summer. It's a name that encourages us to look closer at the world around us and appreciate the cycles of growth and renewal. The buck moon is also a global phenomenon, a shared experience that connects people across different cultures and continents. From the farmers watching for the hay moon in Europe to those celebrating Dharma Day in Thailand, the July full moon holds special meaning for people everywhere. It's a reminder that no matter where we live or what we believe, we all look up at the same moon. This shared celestial event can make the world feel a little smaller and more connected, uniting us under its gentle, silvery light. Its special appearance in the summer sky makes it a unique spectacle. Because it travels a lower path, we get to see it through more of our atmosphere, which paints it in beautiful shades of orange and red, especially at moonrise. This atmospheric effect combined with the famous moon illusion, makes the buck moon appear breathtakingly large and colorful as it climbs over the horizon. It's nature's own light show, a perfect centerpiece for a warm summer evening and a fantastic opportunity for aspiring photographers and stargazers to capture a truly stunning image. Ultimately, the buck moon is a wonderful excuse to get outside, look up, and be curious. It invites us to learn about astronomy, about nature, and about different cultures. It encourages us to spend time with our families, share stories, and simply marvel at the beauty of our universe. So this July, when the sky gets dark, I hope you'll go outside and look for the buck moon. Think about the deer in the forest, the farmers gathering hay, and all the other people around the world looking at the same moon. It's a simple, powerful way to connect with the wonder of science and the magic of the world.